We have to wait for the light. It's raining. I am. I'm getting rolling. I got tea time at 6.
I'm waiting for you.
I got one at 6:30.
Is there really anybody out there for us?
Tell me this is us. They don't care about us.
You guys can't see anything here, but I can see in there, so hopefully it's working.
All right, let's
Find out.
get her started. Any call to order, public comments? Crickets. I hear the crickets. Approval of the minutes from last month.
Next motion.
Hey, all approved. Aye. Aye. Dave, go ahead.
Alrighty, just a few things to run down. I'm still working on the park / baseball usage contract. I reached out to a few people. I've got some insights. It's just a matter of putting wording together and getting it to be right, so it is accommodating to everybody. I'm almost done with the tree removal contract or tree maintenance contract that I'm trying to draw up on, so we can get down to having one company do the tree work with us.
Who are you thinking that might be?
I don't know. I'm gonna put it out to bid, so
Okay.
hopefully somebody local, but I'm gonna put them out to bid and see what we can get back, because it's getting difficult to get 3 bids for every time we want to.
Well, Dean is kind of thinking about getting back into it.
The problem with Rick is he's not licensed and insured.
Oh, I think bomb grass is.
Yeah,
I think that is, yeah.
we have like 4 of them right around us that are.
Oh, they, okay. At chemistry service.
So I'm working on that. The tree grant that I applied for from Consumers Energy, we got that, so we got 15 trees coming. They're ordered, they'll be here sometime this fall. The Sleepy Hollow state sign, the part of the Sleepy Hollow sign is in, we just haven't got it up yet. I picked it up Friday, but we've been kind of preoccupied Friday and today. We started looking for my budget stuff as far as the truck and bucket truck replacement. We're just in the process of looking. There's a few out there, but we'll get there. Bates pole barn extension cleanup, we're gonna start that at the end of this week, first part of next week. Now that this is behind us, so we can get started on that. And streets are about 90% completed. There was some residual work that's left to do, like they gotta come back and finish the rest of Woodhall that they didn't chip seal. And then P&K's gotta come back and do some line markings and stuff, and then the crack sealing portion of it will be done later this fall, as well as this parking lot and the DBA lot.
Did they agree to do the community parking lot?
Yes. This, yeah, that's the DBA lot. This
Oh,
one.
go, let's see.
When are they doing this slot?
Sometime this fall. Mike had to pull out, he had other stuff that he had, like us, had deadlines on that he had to have done, so.
Who was doing?
Mike and some,
I can take.
Yeah.
We're just looking for crushed bone.
yeah, they definitely have some. And he did reheat and re-roll Roosevelt Road,
Oh, okay.
because right after they paved it, and then they did the chip seal, and instead of going out to Grand River, they turned their trucks around on that brand new asphalt. And
I'm sure he was happy about that.
yeah. But that's where we're at on them projects. P&K got most of the lines done. I think everything looked really good.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the lines over there.
I didn't hear a lot of complaining, and what I did hear kind of went away after they put the fog seal on. So I think a lot of people are just afraid he was leaving the chips and not
Oh, yeah.
on it. So
Yeah, a couple, I had chips in my car. Insurance is fine.
That's what they say, 35 miles an hour.
Exactly.
Stones ahead.
Yep.
other than other than that, I think the stuff from this weekend were fairly decent, other than the bees we were fighting. You got anything?
So I think we really need to talk about the last bit, because I don't, I mean, if the whole park is gonna be moving. It's not even, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be an ongoing issue, so we've got to find somebody that knows how to deal with it, because. I mean, I got little kids up there walking around getting. Barefoot, these little hives are not, they're all over.
Unfortunately, they're not really hives. They're
I know,
just- they
whatever,
burrow in the
holes.
sand and lay eggs.
But,
That's-
but when we got them down by the sand volleyball, we had all those people down there, and it was hard. I mean, we knew we had a problem with it. The first time, I knew we had a problem with it last year, so at the end of the fall, at the end of the thing. And I the first time I was aware with it was about 10 days ago that we were having a problem with it again, but I
And-
didn't know it was down there.
We had done some spraying and tried to deter them, and
But then the night events, I mean. We gotta come up with a better plan, because I can tell you that we couldn't do the same with this guy. It was just. So mosquito fest. That,
well, unfortunately with Mother Nature, I can't control the
Yeah.
mosquitoes. I mean,
but
when it rains the day before the event, I can't.
is it something that we could buy lawn fogs that we could put out that day though? For when we have events like that, or do we just decide we're not gonna use it for? It? Do you know what I'm saying? Like. That's where I'm at.
Well, you have to watch your reentry time.
Correct.
Being community issues, there's laws that we have to abide by with insecticide.
So
That's-
when was it fogged last?
The park,
Yeah.
we haven't fogged since spring. We haven't had any
Since spring.
mosquitoes.
Yeah, they just came up. Like 5 days ago.
I mean, they literally came in after that
Yeah.
huge rainstorm came through. I mean,
Not much, I mean, we're in the same situation, of course, it's not like we can easily do it around, because. You gotta make sure your machine's prepped, you gotta
Yeah.
make sure you have the stuff to do.
and,
time to
and,
do
and
it.
at the cost of the stuff, you don't just want to throw it out there and
Right, all guy, yeah. Who's certified in the city? You and
me,
just you?
just me right now. We're working on Nick, but he ain't there yet. He's still working on his lagoon stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. So, I mean, there's repellent we can put out. I mean, I have repellent that we can put in a fogger
Correct.
that you don't have to be certified to put out, just repellent, but it stinks.
And I don't know, they sell the stuff at TSC and stuff, but I would really have to look in when you start adding it and putting it in community municipal spots, that changes the whole.
Yeah, because I don't know what is the dry time on the stuff you have now.
The stuff we have now is a water mist, so
Okay,
it's.
Well, I can tell you, it
15
just
minutes.
happened 5 days ago. We've had evening events there. It's an ongoing issue when it starts to get dark. We haven't had bugs until just 5 days ago.
at the golf course, no.
No.
Yeah.
We were having some problems with it during the evening when the bands were getting, trying to set up. So we've had before.
We haven't had any, I haven't had any in my house, we haven't,
Yeah.
until this last 5 days ago, that was about the first time we've had anything.
It seems to be when it gets dark.
Well, that's when they're usually the most active, but
Yeah.
Right, and then,
I do my farm tours at 10 o'clock and I haven't had any issues.
right, I mean, the gnats have been out there, but. You're not gonna get a lot of
Right.
stuff done in that.
And the other thing we have to watch is wind, temperature, I mean, there's
There's a lot
a
involved.
lot of things we have to calculate,
What is your cutoff? We usually do anything more than 7 miles an hour, we don't do it. Because then you gotta drift.
for
it back.
wind,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah, because then
Our-
the
our-
comes in and.
We try to stay 6 or less, the machine is calibrated for 10 minutes, but
Yeah, but you guys sprayed by a bunch of other stuff and there's others.
Correct.
Involved, so.
in no more than 10 mile an hour.
Yeah.
It takes a long time to go down town. It's 10 mile an hour.
It does. It does, yes, so.
The new machines have a calibration system that will read your wheel speed and adjust your calibrations to that.
Yeah, I've thought about buying one.
Yeah. Once you talk to them, get the price you want.
I 5, 6, 7,000.
Yeah, that machine that we have in the truck right now,
Uh-huh.
that was 8,000 when we bought it.
Yeah,
It's 22,000 right now.
that's crazy. So. I mean, it's. For a future plan, I mean, if
I
notice
will-
something, we need to look.
I will call down to Clark and see what they have or what they say. If they have chemicals that can hook to the boss, but I don't know.
We got hornets too all around the.
Yeah, they
the
keep coming
amphitheater.
back.
Mhm. I got it was over the door where we went in. So they like the wood.
You know, until we spray them, they just move down and build a new one.
We had to spray one wasp nest 3 times.
And I called the bee guys and everybody is 2 to 3 weeks out every time we call them and.
So there's a place up in that I showed Nick where it was that they seem to be going in that area. I don't know if you can block it off so that they don't go in there, but it's that great point.
Other than that. All right, unless you guys have something.
No, we got anything already. Did you measure the baseball field yet? If there's, or the park if there's room for it?
I have not measured.
Okay.
Since our last meeting, I actually went on vacation for 4 days and then I have been on pancake duty.
Fun time.
And I don't know. If you can get a hold of somebody, I don't even know what the measurements are for them.
I'll get the dimensions. I mean, I can take my wheeler.
Well, I got the wheel, I just need to know what the dimensions are.
Yeah, I got the dimensions, you know, I mean, if you're busy, I can just wheel up and just, all we gotta do is like, is there space for it or not? I mean, that's. the thing,
Right.
it's like, So.
If you just text in the measurements, we'll get it. I'll get it in this meeting.
Anything else for anybody? Yeah. Okay. Who's me? Thanks. Well, Terry told me if it's too hot, Kevin can't
That's-
play.
That's what,
I'm like, come on, you can't leave RJ on